In the country, small businesses are awaiting an announcement on relief from rotational power cuts as part of the state of disaster. The Department of Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation has been tracking the impact of load shedding and is yet to announce how businesses will be assisted. In his State of the Nation address, the President announced that government will supply generators to struggling businesses. We take a look now at exactly what those businesses will require. Govan Whittles is on the streets for us, and he's speaking to a number of township businesses. And Govan, you standing by to tell us exactly that, right? So what is it that people on the ground want to see?
Well, we're getting the view from what's expected from the businesses in the township. What's important here is that we're getting the view of the Township Economic Commission of South Africa. They represent at least 500 businesses here in Soweto, more than 1,000 in townships across the country. They're due to engage with senior government officials when they hold their NEC later this week. And they'll do this because the government wants to know what kind of relief to give these small businesses once they roll out the state of disaster. Importantly, there haven't been any regulations that have been promulgated for the implementation of the state of disaster. It's unclear how much money will be reprioritized by the government to help small businesses, but they have clearly set out giving relief to small businesses as one of the core objectives that they want to achieve in the rollout of the state disaster. The founding president of the South African, or the Township Economic Commission of Southern Africa, Mr. Peki Twala, joins us now to speak about some of this. Mr. Twala, thank you so much for your time. Let's begin with the engagement that's scheduled later this week. Who are you expected to meet and what will you discuss?
Well, thank you very much, Govan. Thank you for having us, and good afternoon to the viewers at home. This Thursday we are engaging. We've got what we call the Gauteng Treasury and the Township Economy Think Tank, round table, where we are engaging with the MEC Mama Bulo in terms of our activities and the programs that we are doing in the township. Obviously, in preparation one, unpacking the SONA, we're looking at the page 12, because the page 12 of the SONA talks about us as the township businesses, rural businesses and SMME as well, but also in preparation for the SOPA, which is will be having on the 20th of this month, but also in preparation for his budget, because we need to know the numbers.
What kind of numbers are you talking about when we speak about relief for businesses that have been affected by load shedding?
Yeah, no, the challenge, Govan, is that let's start going back to even the COVID-19 relief. Government announced those funds, but unfortunately, the 90% of our businesses in the township, they never receive those funds, whether it's through compliance or through red tapes. But what happened is that we need to make sure that this time around, when the government speak about the state of disaster on electricity, as we're speaking now, we are running these businesses based on the generator, which we spend a lot of money every day. We're pouring about 1,000 rand to a generator. Can you imagine in a month we're spending about 30,000 in running the shop? And unfortunately, the generator doesn't pick all the fridges. There are some of the dairies that we are not even getting into the generator. It's a very serious issue, but what we need to do is all the institutions that the government mentioned, the NEF, the CFAs, the SA, SMME fund, it's time for them to come down on the ground, meet with us, because at the end of the day is, if institutions like your SMME fund, they don't sit with us to try and understand what is the real problems that we're facing as the township businesses and the township entrepreneurs, they will never get the solution. That is why we always say, we are the people on the ground. We know the challenges and we've got the solutions. That is why as well we are saying they must bring their table into our space.
Lastly, Mr. Twala, the President in the State of the Nation address said he wants to give generators to small businesses. That's one of the targets that they want to meet here. You've bought your own generator with some of the revenue generated by this Mtunzini Bazaar here in Soweto. What kind of relief do township businesses require besides buying the generator?
Yeah, one, the issue of the solar and the solar panels are very critical. The energy mix is very critical. The generators, the battery storage is very important as well. Because at the end of the day, I think it's been proven now that we need not just one kind of a solution into the energy crisis, most especially for the businesses. Businesses are closed because of the energy crisis. It's very important, to make sure that as the president is saying he doesn't want to leave anyone outside, we are saying to the president, please don't leave us, with your investment summit. Don't leave us with also the BRICS. Don't leave us, for example, is that people went to, Davos. We never got any response from people who went to Davos. We don't know what solutions are there, but we are saying, in all essence, we are saying, township economy, they've got the solution, all what we need. We just need government to partner with us. We need these institutions to come down and really come up with the solution. Nothing for the township businesses without the township entrepreneurs and township businesses.
Thank you so much. Mr. Beki Twala there. He's the founding president of the South African Township Economic Commission, coming to you from Soweto. Well, 1,000 rand a day due to spent on diesel for these generators. We were inside the shop a little earlier. All the fridges aren't on. They've kept the ones with the cool drink and the meat running. The dairy products are currently placed on the shelf without any refrigeration. And then, of course, a plea being made here by the representative of township businesses, particularly in Soweto, for a meeting to be held with them on Thursday. They'll meet with MAC Mamabolo, and then they'll perhaps get further clarity on what kind of relief to expect. For now, though, there are no regulations which have been released by the government, and it's unclear how they will assist businesses struggling with load shedding.
Yet so much has been said about growing the township economies. Thank you very much for that update, Govan Whittles. We'll see you a little bit later on.